Hi, Sagittarius. This is your reading for the time period of September 1st to September 14th, 2019. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome and thank you for subscribing to Imani's Lightwork, okay? So I hope that the summer has been treating you okay. Let's see what energies come through for you for the first half of September. There's I think I impregnated. So there's I think either you think you're pregnant, or if you're a guy, you think that you impregnate someone again, or you think that you have impregnated someone. But something there, if it's not happening to you directly, something there, some part of that is being relayed to you by someone else. So someone could be telling you, like your sister, like a sister or a sibling. Someone could be telling you, or they're sharing with you, or a friend or family member, or your partner. Someone could be telling you, I think I'm knocked up. Someone could be telling you that they think you're knocked up. So either you're responsible for that knocking up, or you're a woman and you're sharing that with a partner, or someone like a friend or a coworker or a family member is telling you that they think that they have been impregnated, or they think they impregnated someone. So it just depends on how you want to look at that. Okay, but let's see what's going on here. Or it's you. All right, sad. So Five of Swords energy is underneath. It could be air sign energy, Aquarian, Libra, Gemini energy is there, but where are they? So when I ran through the air signs, you may want to know where the air sign elements are, but I keep getting knocked up. So the air signs, one of these air sign elements, or they could be telling you that they knocked someone up, or they're telling you, or they could be your partner and knocked up someone else. They could be your partner, or one of them is your partner, and they're telling you that they were knocked up by someone else, or they knocked up someone. It just depends on what's going on. However you want to look at partner, love partner, business partner, they're a friend of some kind, but not anymore. So the Five of Swords is that one of these air sign elements, they stole money also. So one of these air sign elements, they may have stolen money. However you want to look, hooked up someone to do that. So one of these air sign elements, they hooked up someone to take money from you, but when you weren't looking. So however you want to look at when you weren't looking, when you left the office, when you walked down the street, when you left the house for a couple of hours, a couple of minutes, whatever. That could be when they did something. But should I call the police? So when I said that, you're thinking that you should call the police, whatever situation is there. So if it's not anything with them taking money from you, that feel betrayed by, you just feel betrayed by these elements, because one of these elements. However, okay, let's start with the Aquarian energy took money. So the Aquarian energy could have taken money from you, but if you're tied to a Libra, I stole a Libra and Aquarian. I almost said money again, and Aquarian and Libra, they could have taken money from you. However, but when I hit Libra, I get stole. So either you stole something from that person, or they stole something from you. However you want to look at stole. Stole could be like stole heart. Stole could be like they don't like you anymore also. So if it's a Libra, they may not like you anymore, or an Aquarian. The one of those elements, or you don't like one of those elements anymore. It just depends on what's going on. But where's the Gemini? So the Five of Swords element is, where's the Gemini? Gemini could be your love partner, your business partner. You're finding out something about them. So they're disappearing and there's a need to find out something about them. So you have a couple of different scenarios here. Either one of these elements, either these elements are like love partners or business partners that you took money from. Some of these elements are business partners that you took money from, or they took money from you without your permission, or while you weren't looking, or something's going on with one of these elements, or however many of these elements. They knocked someone up. These are males. Either if these are males that you're tied to, you're a female, whatever, they knock someone up, or they knock someone up, or they are knocked up by you. They could be knocked up by you if you're a dude, or one of these elements is knocked up by you. But this Five of Swords and didn't know something. Five of Swords energy is that you didn't know something. So either it has something to do with them either it has something to do with them knocking someone up, or taking money, stealing money, or just disappearing from you, period. So it could have something just to do with them disappearing from you, period. The Aquarian, the Libra, the Gemini, or those elements can't do business with you anymore either. So one or however many of these elements, they can't, if this air signs, they can't do business with you. They can't do business with you anymore for some reason, right? Because of pregnancy. One of these elements, like, they can't do business with you anymore, or temporarily because they're on maternity leave, paternity leave, or if they're dudes. I keep getting stole money. If they're dudes, they stole money, whether you're male or female. One of these are Aquarian energies. They're a Libra that stole money. Those, every time I say Aquarian and Libra, they stole money, or they're females and they're pregnant, or you're a dude and you knocked up those elements, or you're a woman and they're telling you that they knocked up someone. Whatever the situation is, there just depends. Or you're finding out that those elements are pregnant, and if you're a guy, you may have wanted to impregnate one. I had Aquarian. If you're a dude, you may have wanted to impregnate an Aquarian energy. That's a female. If you're a woman, then it's an Aquarian dude. I keep getting stole money. It's an Aquarian dude that stole money, or it's a Libra that, however you want to get stole money. Like they took a quarter out of like a drawer or something, or however extreme. It could be a large amount of money, a small amount of money. It just depends on what's going on with the air signs, the Libras, the Aquarian energies, male and female energies there. Or you're finding out that those elements are pregnant and you wanted to be responsible for that. Or you did or you did not, or you're a female. And these energies could also be females. I get that stole money. These energies could also be females that stole money if you're a female. So it just depends on what is going on there. Okay? There's a lot. Your starting point has the Three of Swords energy in this. Why would they do that? So the Three of Swords energy is, why would it's air sign element again? So either they don't understand why you did something. You could have done something really shady that they could be blaming you for that, or they themselves are responsible. I keep getting stealing money. They themselves are responsible for stealing money. They themselves are responsible for stealing money. But how much? So Three of Swords is that you want to figure out how much money was taken from you. Or did you do something to these elements? But they want to get back at. So when they said you doing something to these elements, they want to get back at. But their way of getting back, taking your money, their way of getting back at you is by taking your money with Three of Swords energy in the starting point. I keep getting how much they took. For some reason, you don't know how much money was taken. For some reason, you don't know how much money was taken. And that could be why you may feel like you want to file a police report. What Taurus told you. So when I said you feel like you want to file a police report, a Taurus may have told you to file a police report. But I don't really want to do that. So the Taurus may be trying to tell you file a police report, but they at the same time you don't want to do that because you may love someone, but they love you. So the air sign elements may love you. One of those air sign elements may love you. However you want to look at love, you love them. But but they take money. You love them, but they take money. They could be your love partner that they take money from you, or they bite off more than they can chew, but you still love them, or you still care about them, or whatever it is. But someone may not have any money also. So if it's the air signs, like they may not have any money, but send them money. So Three of Swords, Five of Swords is that you either this could be the Five of Swords or Three of Swords energy. If it has nothing to do with you necessarily, they themselves could be relaying to you that they were stolen from. There's that, or they themselves, if it has nothing to do with you, if it could or it could not. It just depends on what's going on. They themselves could just be sharing. That's why I said sharing with you from earlier. They themselves could be sharing with you that they were stolen from by somebody else, or you just found out by a Cancer. You just found out by a Cancer that the air sign elements, that somebody stole money from them, and they need your help to send them money. They just need your help to send them money. But what happened also? So Three of Swords, what happened to the Aquarian? What happened to Libra? What happened to the Gemini energy? More so Aquarian. So when I ran through all the air signs, more so something crazy is going on with the Aquarian energy, but they need to stop drinking. So Three of Swords with the Five of Swords, the Aquarian energy needs to stop drinking. And this could be a situation here, drinking, whatever it is that they do that's interesting. Something's going on where something's going on with addictive habits and things of that nature. So something may be going on with them with shopping, however you want to look at addictive habit, drinking, smoking, maybe talking. Talking could be an addictive habit that they have, but something maybe talking. The spirit the spirit making me say talking. It could be they could have gotten into an argument with someone, or got in a bet when I said that. So the Aquarian energy could have gotten into a bet, or that's something that they keep doing. So the Aquarian energy keeps getting into bets. Do you get into bets with that element all the time? Taurus told you to stop. So you may get into bets with the Aquarian energy all the time, and a Libra, whatever. You may get into bets with those, but that's secret. So getting into bets with the Aquarian and the Libra, that's supposed to be secretive, but the Taurus has information on that, and they're trying to tell you, I get laid back. They're trying to tell you, lay off that situation, stop doing the bets, and alcohol. Stop doing the bets with alcohol. That could be what either you're involved with that, or the Aquarian is sharing with you that kind of situation, but you're aware of the reason into why they lost money. You're aware of the reason into why they lost money, or why money was stolen from them. Like, you can't stop drinking, so they can't stop drinking, and so something may be really interesting with the fact that they could be drinking, or something about them, that's how they lost money. They could have been drinking. Either they were spending money on drinks, or they were drunk, and that's how they lost money, or they were drunk and that's how they lost money, because the drunkenness implies that they could have put like $100 or $200 down on the bar table, or they were drunk somehow, or they were not paying attention, or whatever. They don't have to be drunk. They may not have been paying attention, and turn around for a second and somebody could have taken their money. That could be the actual example, or that could literally be what happened to them. But I told them to stop. I told them to stop drinking. I told them to stop doing the bets. I get in the wrong place. So that you may have tried to tell the Aquarian and you stop doing bets in the wrong place, but Libra intervened. So the Libra is trying to intervene with that. But that's why you're extracted. So you're extracting yourself because something is sloppy. You're extracting yourself because something is sloppy. Something may be sloppy about a bet, or that's why you extracted. Something may be sloppy about a bet, and that could be why you extracted. But the sloppiness is coming from the fact that drinking. Either you're drinking and you're drinking, and the sloppy and now not paying attention. The sloppy is the fact that you're not paying attention. So something's going on with drinking or intoxication, or just not paying attention, period, at what Aquarian was doing. Just not paying attention to what an Aquarian energy is doing, or what they have been doing, whatever it is. The sloppy analogy is not paying attention. So, and turning around and they're taking money, turning around and they're just taking your money. But I love them. So I keep getting, I love them, but you love that person. They know that, or they do, or they do not know that you love them. But the spirit emphasizing that you love that element, vice versa, is because you may get away with murder. You may let them get away with murder when it comes to money. Like you may, however you want to look at getting away with murder. Like they may get away with murder, splurge. They may splurge, and they may get away with murder in the sense where that you allow them to do that. Like you may allow them to do that to an extent. You allow them to do that with Three of Swords energy being at the starting point. To an extent, you allow that element to do that. That could be why a Libra feels the need to intervene. The thinks that they could do better. So a Libra thinks that an Aquarian energy could do better by you. Or somebody thinks, or Libra thinks that you could do better by an Aquarian, but that's why they act out. So you may not, you may think, or you're not, or somebody sees otherwise with you, with how you treat an Aquarian energy, but that's why they act out. So some type of interesting way you treat an Aquarian energy, that could be why they act out. Do they treat you interestingly? I don't give them money. They may treat you interestingly because you don't give them money, but the reason for that is because this could be a situation here where someone could be drinking. That you could be telling someone, I'm not giving you $100, but this is like the sloppy energy. Is not, you're putting money down somewhere, but you're not paying attention. So you already told the Aquarian energy, I can't give you this $100 or $200 today, or to do whatever randomness you need to do. I can't give this to you today. You're telling them that, but I keep getting drunk. Something may be going on with them with being drunk, and they may be drunk or intoxicated to the point where trying to act like they don't realize what they're doing, and they're just taking the money that you told them not to take. That keeps happening with them. So the Three of Swords, Five of Swords, that is something that keeps happening with them all the time. That's something that keeps happening with them all the time. Something's going on with restraining orders and things of that nature. Something may end up becoming really extreme with them doing that in a business deal, in a workplace, or whatever it is, or that something is going on. And this is like a business deal that you have going on with these air signs, a Libra intervening. A Libra finds the need to intervene. So, however, the Libra feels, but they also take money. So, a Libra may also take money, but at the same time, they know how to help an Aquarian. So, the Libra may also take money, but at the same time, they know how to help an Aquarian energy. But therapy. So, somebody may need therapy or like an intervention or like the AA. Someone may need that kind of stuff, but don't see. Someone may need that kind of stuff, but they don't see that they do. Therapy, some kind of therapy, like an AA or things of that nature. That could be where you love that person, but they can't stop doing something. You love that person, but they can't stop doing something. So the Libra feels the need to keep intervening. Something is repetitive with a Libra needing to intervene constantly. But what do you recommend I do? So you may need to talk to a Libra and say, what do you recommend I do with the Aquarian? How should I talk to them? Do an intervention. The how should I talk to them? Is that like a serious one or just like a regular? You just need to have a sit down with them, and something's going on with concentration. You yourself need to sit down and concentrate into what happened to your money. Or you need to sit down and have a conversation with the Aquarian energy splurging. They're splurging problem. So if they don't drink, it was not drinking tide. They just have a splurging problem. But the reason for the splurging is that they have a hidden addiction. The reason for the splurging is that they have a hidden addiction that you know that or you don't know that with 3 of Swords and the 5 of Swords energy there, but stop giving them money. The spirit is like you should stop giving them money. That could be something that a Libra told you, or the Libra is just running down a list of things the Libra is just running down a list of things that you could do to help them, but is it going to work? So when I said that, you're trying to figure out if that's going to work, whatever it is. Okay. All right. You're waiting on the Page of Swords energy is in the waiting position there. Could be a younger air sign. The Aquarian energy could be showing up like this, or Page of Swords research. The Page of Swords energy is just research with the air sign elements. But Libra giving you, so the Page of Swords with 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords, is that the Libra's trying to give you into Aquarian. So the Libra's trying to give you research. They're trying to get, either they did research on somebody. Someone may have took it upon themselves to do a background check. Somebody took it upon themselves to do, either the Aquarian energy is doing this to you, or the Libra, either the Aquarian energy is doing this to you, or you feel the need to do someone that you live with or work with or a business partner. You feel the need to do that with someone that you live with, someone that you do a business with. You feel the need, but I never did that. So the background check and things of that nature, that could be something that you didn't do with someone. That could be something that you didn't do with an Aquarian, but Libra telling you that you need to do that. The Libra may be telling you that you need to do that, but something may be too late into that though. So something may be too late into you trying to do a background check on someone that you've been with for a long period of time in business, but how did you manage to get that far, like living with someone, working with someone, doing business with someone? How did you manage to go that far with them without doing fingerprints, without doing fingerprints, without getting fingerprints done? Does someone not understand how you're working somewhere without fingerprints? Are you working somewhere without fingerprints, or are you working somewhere without somebody conducting the background, but they didn't ask? You may be working somewhere and someone may not have asked you for a background check. Someone may not have asked you for fingerprints and background checks and things of that nature. And that could be where the getting away with murder analogy is coming from with you in a business or some type of job, or something's going on with an Aquarian energy. They get away with that. An Aquarian energy gets away with that somehow. They have an interesting background. So 3 of Swords, Page of Swords, the Aquarian energy has a very interesting background. However you want to look at interesting. The interesting background and drugs and alcohol. Someone's gone with drugs and alcohol with that element. So either you knew that. Either you knew that or you did not know, but finding that out. You knew that or did not know that. Is that the Libra is helping you find out. I conduct an investigation. The Libra is trying to help you conduct, but I hired them. So you hired a Libra to conduct an investigation on an Aquarian energy. something is going on. I keep getting too late to do that. So it may be too late to do that on an Aquarian. That element could have been your love partner that you met somewhere, or they could be like a business partner that you have that acts strange. They're a business partner that you have that acts strange. But something is so either however you want to look at background check, you need to look into their health background. You need to look into their background, like a serious background check, what they were involved in, drugs and alcohol, the habits and things they have. Do they act strange? So when I ran through that, they may act strange, or you deem them to be acting strange for some reason. That's why the Page of Swords energy is in the waiting position. What did I do? So the Page of Swords in a waiting position is what did I do? Or either what did you do, or why are you doing something? But Libra asking, so what did you do, or why are you doing something? A Libra may be asking you that. A Libra or whatever other air sign, a Libra, more than one Aquarian. You may be dealing with more than one Aquarian, but the Libra may be asking you, what did you do? How do you end up with them as a love partner? How did you end up with them as a business partner? They're interesting. So something is interesting about them. So it's either like their behavior, or something that's psychological, or something's going on with AA, or their background checks, and finding out something. So when I ran through that, you're finding out something about them, but Libra told you. So the Libra is not recommending you do this on your own. Then they're just conducting it. Then the Libra is just conducting it on their own. I keep getting, I paid them. So you may be paying the Libra to do that. You're trying to pay the Libra to do that for some reason, but more research. So you're paying the Libra to conduct more research on the Aquarian energy. You're paying the Libra to do that, or if it's not anything going on with the Aquarian necessarily. Three of Swords with the Page of Swords energy. The Three of Swords with the Page of Swords energy could be a child that I didn't know I had. So Page of Swords energy is just a child that you didn't know you had. It's a child that you didn't know you had. It could be an Aquarian energy that's a child, or whatever air sign. It's a Page of Swords, and you didn't know that they were your child. Someone doesn't think they're your child. So Three of Swords, Five of Swords. Someone does not think that a Page of Swords energy is your child. Someone does not think why you have someone as a partner. Someone does not understand why you have a Page of Swords energy as a partner if they're not a child. The Libra may not understand why you do business with Aquarian. The Libra doesn't understand why you do business with an Aquarian. The Libra may not understand. A child doesn't look like you. A Libra may be saying that a child doesn't look like you. The background checks and things of that nature on a child is like, you could be doing blood work. You may have to do blood work with these energies, or it's a Page of Swords energy that you need to do blood work on, but they ask for it. So Page of Swords energy may have asked to get blood work done, or you're doing research into somebody's blood work, or I see what's going on here. This is really interesting. This is interesting. This is like Three of Swords, Five of Swords. I keep getting the Aquarian. Three of Swords, Five of Swords is that the research that you're doing is the research that you're doing is deeper than you're really supposed to be going. The research that you're doing is you're trying to go really deep into Aquarian's life. You're trying to go really deep into the Aquarian energy's life, but it's getting to the point blood samples. It's getting to the point where you want blood samples from someone, or someone may want blood samples from you, or someone could be questioning. Someone's going with fatherhood, motherhood, whatever. Someone could be questioning either it's a Page of Swords energy that you don't know is your child. There's that, or there's a situation with male or female, whatever. Or if it's not something going on with a child that doesn't look like you, they look like you, they don't look like you, and your partner wants to do blood tests and things of that nature. If it's not that, then Aquarian, then it's just an Aquarian energy that you're finding out something about, but something that you're finding out at blood work. It's something that you're finding out has to do with their blood work. It has to do with their blood work, or a blood sample that asks somebody to go get. It's a blood sample that you ask someone to go get. It's a blood sample that someone asked you to go get on your own child. Someone may have asked you to go get a blood sample, or to draw blood. Someone may have also asked you to draw blood, or whatever it is. Draw blood. Are you asking someone to draw blood? It just depends on what's going on. But the Page of Swords and Three of Swords energy is there. So this is really interesting. This could be a situation here where I keep conducting something like some type of investigation. So, but something's going on with something's going on with somebody's behavior. This is like, what do you call it? You're trying to get blood samples, a business partner. You're trying to get blood samples that from, if it's not a child, and things going on with children. You're just trying to get, or somebody asks you to do this, or you're paying someone to do this. Like you're paying someone to go get somebody's blood. How are they going to get them? So you may be paying someone to go get somebody's blood samples from somewhere, but you're trying to understand how is somebody going to get them? So how is someone that you're hooking up acquiring blood samples? How is somebody that you're paying and hooking up? How is somebody going to get those blood samples for you? However, but concealing child also. So you may be concealing a child from someone. There's that. And the concealing the child is the concealing the blood samples or the positive blood work and things of that nature. Or if something's going on interesting with a business partner, if it's an Aquarian energy, I need their blood samples. You may need their blood samples because something that you need from the blood samples, it could give you insight into their behavior. Something that you need from their blood samples or some type of result from their blood samples could give you insight. I keep getting behavior. It can give you insight into their behavior. Very interesting. With the Page of Swords and the Three of Swords energy there. The Five of Swords energy and betraying them. The Five of Swords is that you're betraying them. Don't know you hooked up somebody. So they don't know that you hooked up someone to go. I follow them to the doctor or try to figure out a way to get blood samples or whatever, but they're not going to notice. So when I said that, something is so finely crafted that they're not going to know. They're not going to know somebody's following them. They're not going to know that someone is following them. Or they're not going to know that they're not going to know something is planned. They're not going to know something is a plan. That's one. That's two. Then they're not going to know, but slip it in somewhere. So something's going on with slipping something in somewhere. That whoever you're hooking up to follow the Aquarian or follow whoever you're hooking up to do that, you're telling them slip the blood, put them in your pocket or something. Go into the doctor's office, bribe somebody in the doctor's office. Can you give me those vials? Can you test results? Can you give me somebody's test results? Energy. This is happening to the Aquarians. So this may be happening to the Aquarians from the beginning. This is interesting. From the beginning, that could be why someone may be scared to go to doctors and things of that nature, but something may be a plan on them. Someone may be scared to go to the doctor and things of that nature, but somebody's intuitively aware there is a plan on them, but trying to protect themselves. They're just trying to protect themselves. Are you trying to protect? I keep getting secretive child. You're trying to protect the fact that you have a secretive child, but you're hooking up someone or the child is yours or it's not yours or it is, but you're trying to conceal that by getting the positive blood vials and things of that nature. You're trying to get someone you're trying to get someone to bring that back to you, so a hospital or someone won't see it. It just depends, or a particular person or a group of people won't see it. But what are you doing? So when I said that, the spirit is like, what are you doing? Like someone may not understand what you're doing there, or some that you're doing with the Aquarian, they don't understand. Something that you're doing to the Aquarian, they may not understand, or they're finding out something that you're doing, or will hook up someone to follow them. That you're trying to hook up someone to follow them to their doctor, so you can get so that you could get their blood results and things of that nature. But I just want to understand. So that you just want to understand someone, but it's in their blood that the results are going to come through their blood for you to understand. I keep getting behavior for you to understand their behavior. This could be a situation here where you're in a business deal. You're in a business deal with the air sign element. You're in a business deal with, I keep getting acting erratically. They may act erratically or interestingly, or however you want to consider, however you want to look at that. They may act really interestingly, but something's going on. They may not tell you. They may not be telling you that they have some type of ailment, or they have bipolar, or they whatever it is that they have going on. Like they may not be telling you that they have these things. So you're hooking up someone to follow them hooking up someone to follow them so that you could get copies of their doctor's notes or the things, or if it's not blood and things of that nature, you just want to get into somebody's file, their doctor's file somehow, or they may keep that stuff with them, and that could be why you're hooking up someone to go into their office or their room and find information that you need. I just want to understand. You just want to understand someone, but the understanding is coming through the results of a doctor's test. There's that. The understanding someone is coming through the results of a doctor's test. However you want to look at it. So I don't know if you could be doing this to you are doing this to someone. Yes, I don't know if someone is doing this to you. I don't know if someone is necessarily doing it. I don't feel like someone is necessarily. I feel like you're setting up someone to do that because you just want to. I keep getting on. You just want to understand a business partner, like understand them. But the only way you can understand them if it's not anything going on with doctors' things and their blood results or their doctor's files and what they have on their file. You know, when you go to the doctor and they print out things that step by step things that somebody needs to do. That could be what you're looking for, but they conceal that from you. So they may conceal that from you, and they're not telling you that they have this, that, and the third. But they have interesting behavior, and they're not sharing with you the reason into why they have interesting behavior. So you're hooking up someone, go in their room, go in their office, or follow them to the doctor. But can you get them to print out this, that, and the third of their file so that I can understand why they act this way? And that's a lot. That could be why the Page of Swords energy is there. Okay. Wow. Ten of Cups energy is in the present, by my house. So the Ten of Cups energy is where you live. It could be water sign energies or it's Ten of Cups energy is family and things that you could be finding out something about a family member or a child in your family or someone going on with family members. You could be that family member concealing a child from another family member or something is going on or your partner may be doing that or the Ten of Cups energy is that something is going on in your family or someone that you consider to be family. Something is just going on with someone that you consider to be family. They could be blood related. They could be blood related or not related. That could be something that you want to know. That could be something that they want to know as well. If it's air sign elements. That could be something that they want to know. You just want to understand. You just want to know if it's not anything going on with someone's behavior in the business deal and things of that nature. I get family member. It's just something interesting going on with a family member or someone that you consider to be a family member. The air sign elements, say someone that you consider to be, but they're not well. So when I say air sign elements, they're not well, but they're not sharing with you why they're not well. With the Ten of Cups energy being in the present, they're not sharing with you why they're not well. So you're trying to take it upon yourself to track them down. You're taking it upon yourself to track them down, to go track down their files. They could have done that with you also. So they could have also done that to you, but you may not have known that they were doing that. But they were not well for a while. So the Ten of Cups is that they were not well for a while. The Page of Swords was not, if it's a child or it's a what do you call it? Or it could be, this element could also be a coworker. If they're not someone that you consider to be family, the Aquarian energy, whatever, but they're not well. When I say the Aquarian energy, they're not well, but there's a need to figure out why they're not well for so long. There's a need to figure out why they're not well for so long, but it's strange to me. So the Ten of Cups is that it may be strange to you why someone is not well for so long. With the Ten of Cups energy being in the present, this could have a lot to do also with the functionality of a business partner. Like you really need someone to be functional, but they can't do a job. So you really need someone to be functional, but they can't do a job for some reason. But that's what a Cancer said. So a Cancerian energy may have told you that, like, if it's the air sign or whatever, a Cancerian told you that the air sign element is not, something's going on neurologically. So the Cancerian energy may have told you that something may be going on neurologically with the air sign. That something may be going on neurologically with the air sign, but Libra found out as well. So a Libra could have found that out for you. That's why that Page of Swords energy is there with the research. But used to work with them. So the Libra used to work with the Aquarian energy. They used to work with them, but has insight for you. Like I said, they have insight for you into. And I keep getting neurology or like something's neurological. So you need to. Okay. Oh my goodness. The Libra is giving you that information, or a Cancer has more. So a Cancerian energy has more. You may be hooking up the Libra to find out more, but the Cancerian already has the information that you set the Libra out to go find. A Cancerian energy already has that, but I told you to leave. So either the Cancerian energy, okay, whatever the Cancerian energy knows, whatever water sign, whatever the Cancerian energy knows about an Aquarian, they're now sharing with you. So whatever the Cancerian knows about an Aquarian, they're now sharing with you. And you're confused, and you're trying to figure out why the Three of Swords is like you're confused, and you're trying to figure out why the Cancerian energy holding back something from you. Why have they been holding back something from you about your business partner? But I didn't know that you knew them. So when I say you're a business partner, I didn't know that you knew them. You're conversing with the Cancer. You're telling the Cancer, I did not know you knew the Aquarian, or I did not know you knew the Libra, but they've been friends for a while, or they've interacted before, or they used to do business together. That could, the Five of Swords, Cancer. The Five of Swords could be coming from the Cancer, because they know more information on a business partner you're trying to do research on, or a new partner, or whatever, a partner that, or family member that you're trying to do research on, whatever. But the Cancerian energy hiding that information. The Cancerian energy may have been hiding that information from you for a long period of time. So I've been paying somebody for no reason. So you're trying to tell the Cancer. You're trying to tell the Cancer, I've been paying somebody for no reason. And you could be saying that about the Libra, because the Libra was the one I was getting that you were hooking up to do that. And that energy could be coming from the interaction that you have with the Libra, but stop paying them. So that interaction coming from that interaction coming from something that hooking up the Libra to do, there's a need to stop paying the Libra, because Cancer is giving you the information that you need. The Cancer is giving you the information that you need. Very interesting. Interesting. Seven of Pentacles energy is in the future. Okay. Your instincts has the Magician card, but what I did. So the Magician card is what you did, or what you're trying to do on an Aquarian with the Libra. With a Cancer, they have a book of information. So when they hit Cancer, they have a book of information on somebody, or they have a book of information. However you want to look at book of information. Book of information could be either about business partners, or about what do you call, or on someone, or somebody's files and things of that nature. But somebody may have that on you. So the Magician card, somebody may have somebody may have a whole book or a profile with all of your information in it, but gave that to Libra. So when I said that, you may have given that to a Libra. The pain the Libra is coming from, the feeling of pain the Libra is coming from the private investigation that you sought out to do with them on the Aquarian. But you don't need to do that anymore, because the Cancer, whatever water sign, because the Cancer has that, and the Pisces, because the Cancer and the Pisces have that information. But what's going on now, aside from that, is that you gave a Libra like element, if your information, a book of your files, all your information, you gave the Libra that information to hold, but don't want someone to see that. So you gave the Libra that information to hold, because that could be what you're paying. That could also be what you're paying that could also be what you're paying a Libra for, or you think that you should pay a Libra for, or give back time to them or something, for keep holding on to something for you. So for holding on to something for you. So either they gathered something on the Aquarian, and they have that. Either they gathered something on the Aquarian, or you hooked them up, whatever they gathered, but don't really need to have that. So you may not, because of the Cancer and the Pisces, you may not really need to have that you hired them to find on the Aquarian, that they already have it. With the Libra may already have that because of the Cancer or Pisces, or they just have it on their own, or they've had that for a while, and they didn't tell you, whatever it is, but someone just wanted money. So someone may have just wanted oh, I see what's going on here. This is interesting. This is like you set somebody up to you paid somebody however much money, but they kept giving you, this is interesting. This is really interesting. You paying somebody money to conduct an investigation on an Aquarian energy, or gather information on that, but doing that for no reason. Every time I say that, you may be doing that for no reason, or they do the Libra, they may do something in increments. They may do something in increments where they could just give you all the information at one time, but they're making it seem like they're finding information bit by bit by bit, and you keep paying them bit by bit by bit. That's their tactic. That's the Libra's tactic into racking in more money that's the Libra's tactic into racking in more money from you. But you may not be using your intuition about that, but I feel betrayed. So Five of Swords, I feel betrayed by that. But that's why I said stop paying them, because Cancer and Pisces have Cancer and Pisces have the information that you have been tiresomely paying the Libra for. Or you did it on your own and paid them for no reason. You did it on your own without the Cancer and the Pisces input. You wanted to do it on your own. I feel like I've been wasting money. You did it on your own. You feel like you've been wasting money there. You feel like you've been wasting money there, but stop paying them. So stop paying them, or something's going on with paying the Aquarian energy, but they just take money. Something's going on with paying the Aquarian energy, but they just take money. They just take money, whatever the situation is there with them. Okay. Your accomplishment has the sign of Gemini. I felt Gemini energy coming. The Gemini energy is right next to the Three of Swords energy, but they're also a business partner. So a Gemini energy is also a business partner. They also do business with you, but has information on Aquarian. They also have information on an Aquarian energy. Why are you paying Libra? So the Gemini may be asking you, why are you paying a Libra? They don't understand why you're paying, but I didn't know. So you're paying the Libra, but you didn't know that people have the information that you need already, or the files, or whatever it is. I'm trying to protect my business. So you're telling the Gemini energy, I'm trying to protect my business. You're telling them, I'm trying to, next to Three of Swords, I'm trying to protect my business. How can you help me protect from Aquarian? How can you help me protect my business from an Aquarian energy? Or protect the business? It doesn't have to be them. Just protect a business that you have going on, period. That's why the Magician card is in the instincts. The Magician card is in the instance, is the scheming. The Magician card is in the instance because you're trying to scheme someone. The Gemini energy right next to the Three of Swords is thinking about letting them go. The Gemini energy next to the Three of Swords, you're thinking about letting the Gemini energy go for some reason. You're thinking about letting them go, but something is going on interesting with them also. Something is going on interesting with a Gemini energy also, but they don't sleep. So a Gemini energy may not sleep, but it shows that they don't sleep. The doctor's visits and things of that nature, and Aquarian has information on. The doctor's visits and things of that nature, and Aquarian may have information on the Aquarian may have information on a non-sleeping Gemini, but someone's sleepy about them, or they're tired, or something may also be going on with their health that they don't see. Something may be going on with their health that they don't see. But in Aquarian, that you're also trying to hook up, an Aquarian energy that you're also watching and stalking, whatever whatever it is that you're trying to do with them, or find out about them, or something too late about that. They interestingly enough have information on something interesting that's going on with a Gemini energy, or something's going on with their health that they don't see. But the Aquarian energy sees that something may be going on with their health, or it's the Aquarian energy that has a health issue. And what is going on with my business partners? When I said that, what is going on with my business partners? The Magician card, and looking for new business partners. The Magician, Page of Swords, looking for new business partners, looking for new lovers. These energies could be lovers. That's why I said I love them. These people, the Gemini, the Aquarian, whatever, a Libra thinks that you should depart from them. A Libra thinks that you should depart from them because something is going on with them. Something's going on with the Gemini and the Aquarian energy that functioning. They're not functioning with the Magician. They're not functioning properly, and they could be lovers that they're not functioning, or they could be lovers, but as partners they're not functioning. But thinks that they need to take a leave from work. You think that those elements need to take leave from work, or that's something that they do often, but Gemini doesn't. So when I said that's something that they do often, a Gemini energy does not do that, but they need to. they don't do that, but they need to. They may need to, or they need to. I keep getting. They may need to. They may be finding out something about their health, and them finding out something about their health, or whatever is going on with them. Them finding out something interesting about themselves. Period. They need to take leave from work. They need to take leave from work. That's why the Three of Swords and Five of Swords energy is there also. And you're like, what's going on with my business partners? What is going on with my lovers? I need to depart from. So when I ran through that, I need to depart from them. You're like, I need to depart from them, but deem them to be family. So you deem those elements to be like family to you. You deem them to be like, or they are family. You deem them to be like family. If they're not family members, that something's going on with them, then you deem them to be like family. If they're business partners and lovers, you deem them to be like family. It just depends on what's going on. Your spiritual self has the Emperor, sign of Aries/Taurus element. Where are they? So where is the Aries/Taurus element? So you need the Taurus. But looking at Capricorn. So when I said need the Taurus, the Aries element, they're looking at a Capricorn energy. Or they're looking at Capricorn energy's information, but Aquarian gave them. So an Aquarian Page of Swords right next to the Emperor. The Aquarian energy gave a Taurus and Aries element. The Aquarian gave those elements, or just Taurus. They gave Capricorn's information. They gave these elements, or just the Taurus. They gave them Capricorn energy's information. And it could be the Capricorn and Gemini annoyed. So a Gemini energy may be annoyed that an Aquarian energy has Capricorn's information. That an Aquarian energy has a Capricorn energy's information. Like the Gemini energy may be annoyed, but they know that intuitively. The Gemini energy knows that intuitively, and they're annoyed that the Aquarian energy, that the Aquarian dispersing information. They're annoyed that the Aquarian energy disperses the Capricorn energy's information, or the Gemini could be annoyed into what you're doing to the Aquarian, or the Gemini is annoyed into what an Aquarian energy did to you. But they were asked to do that. So whatever it is that the Aquarian did to you that you're trying to understand, they were asked to do that. So one of those elements asked the other to do that. It just depends on what's going on. Gemini annoyed because that you gave the Aquarian. You could have given the Aquarian energy, the Capricorn energy's information, and henceforth the Aquarian gave it to the Taurus, but they asked for that. So the Taurus asked for the Capricorn energy's information. They asked for it. They asked for their stuff, or they asked for the Aquarian energy stuff. But what are they going to do with that? So when I hit what Aquarian energy stuff, what are they going to do? What are they going to do with that? What are they going to do with that? The Page of Swords and the Page of Swords right next to them is, I keep getting asked for it. The Page of Swords right next to them is that they asked for somebody's information, and you're trying to figure out what they're going to do with the information. That however you want to look at however somebody's going to use it, or take it somewhere, to police. They may take it to a police, but Taurus pretending to help them also. So the Taurus may be pretending to help the Aquarian. Is a Taurus pretending to help you, but I feel betrayed. The Taurus pretending to help you, you feel betrayed. So whatever it is that you gave them, or whatever it is that you gave the Aquarian, and the Aquarian energy gave them, or the dispersing of someone's information, they're taking it to the police. The dispersing of someone's information, or they're finding out that that's happening, they're taking that to police, but fear. So them taking that to the police is fear. You may need to contact the Gemini energy, but they have information. The Gemini energy has information on that dispersing. So either that's happening to an Aquarian energy, or the Aquarian energy has Capricorn energy's information. They gave it to a Taurus, and the Taurus not really helping them. The Taurus is not really helping them, and the Taurus is taking that information. The Taurus is taking that information to the police, or they're trying to take that to the police and have a conversation, or sit down with a police officer on what was stolen. They need to sit and have a conversation with a police officer on what was stolen. Or an Aquarian energy may need to do that with the Taurus. An Aquarian energy may need to do that with the Taurus. There's that. They may need to do that with the Taurus. Gemini has information on them doing that. So a Gemini has information on them doing that. And you know that, or you don't know that, or you're a part of that, or you're the reason why you're the reason into why somebody's going to the police, whatever situation. So it could have something to do with people's information, and doing investigation on Aquarian, doing investigations on Aquarian energy, but Gemini protects them. So a Gemini energy may protect an Aquarian, and you may not have known that a Gemini protects the Aquarian, or the Gemini protects a Capricorn, and whatever situation is there, they protect them. And the Gemini could have had a secretive conversation with a Taurus. The Gemini could have had a secretive conversation with the Taurus and told the Taurus pretend to play along, and take whatever it is that they're giving. Pretend to play along and take the information to the police and explain what is going on here. But Aquarian annoyed. So the Aquarian energy may be annoyed because something is a setup. They're annoyed because they realize that something is a setup there. And you're thinking that you shouldn't have handed over some type of information to them, or they did that with the Taurus, or that's the plan, or that's the setup, whatever it is that's going on there. But it's because of the Gemini and the Libra like element interference. That could be why someone was telling you to stop paying the Libra, protect somebody. They may protect somebody there. They may protect the Capricorn. They protect They protect the Aquarian, but not really. They don't really protect the Aquarian energy. Not really, meaning maybe only a little bit, but they may not care what's going on with them. There's that. It just depends on what's going on with the Emperor energy being next to the Page of Swords element there. Okay. The mentality has the Ten of Swords and the mentality with the Magician card. So the Ten is betrayal. The Ten of Swords energy is betrayal from the air signs, or the fact that some element about this, some element, you feel betrayed by the air signs. If it's a leap, you feel betrayed by, I'll go with the Libra. You feel betrayed by the Libra because you've been paying them for no reason. But there's an element here where you've been giving them money or spending time with them for no reason, and they've been sitting there with all the information that you need, but you've been continuously paying them. But how to get my money back from them? So how to get your money back from a Libra? Like, you may have been paying them additional money to conduct private investigations on Aquarians and things of that nature. And what happened to your money? You want to know what happened to your money. That could be why you hooked up the Libra. That's why you hooked up the Libra also. But something is going on where they're not telling you what happened to your money. They're not telling you what they did with your money, or they're not telling you what happened to your money. If it's a Libra, then there's a situation here with the Gemini energy not functional. So when I said Gemini energy, they're not functional. That's why Three of Swords, they're not functional, or they may not be giving you what you need in terms of information, but they also betrayed you because they secretively protect the Aquarian energy because they're aware of what you're doing to the Aquarian. So they protect the Aquarian, and you deem that to be betrayal for some reason because thought that they were on your side. So you thought the Gemini energy was on your side, but they're really not. But they're helping the Aquarian energy that you're hooking up people to watch and stalk them, or get information on them, figure out why they're not functioning properly, things of that nature, or or if it's not that, then figure out why somebody took your money or what happened to your money. They put the Aquarian, somebody put your money in a bet that they went and betted away your money. And the Gemini energy protects them in a sense. The Gemini energy protects them but you didn't know that they protect them, and you may need a Gemini energy to give you information on what the Aquarian energy was doing with your money, but they're not telling you that. And you've been hooking up Libras to figure out what happened to your money or how to get your money back. And the Gemini energy hooked up Libra. The Gemini energy just knows that you hooked up a Libra, but something is pointless there because you've been paying the Libra for no reason. But the paying a little bit for no reason, no, they already know what this is like. You're paying someone. I'll just give you a small example. You're paying someone to figure out. You're paying someone to help you figure out what happened to lost money. You're paying someone to help you figure out what happened to your lost money, but you're paying them for no reason because they could give you the answer right there. They could give you the answer that you're looking for right there, or part of the money went to them. So part of the money went to a Libra, part of the money went to a Gemini, part of your money or somebody's money went to those elements there, but it's the Aquarian energy's fault. It's the Aquarian energy's fault. This is like the Aquarian energy may have taken money from you, but you're unaware that a Gemini protects them and knows that you're unaware that a Gemini protects the Aquarian, and the Gemini knows already that the Aquarian did that, but they also gave them part of the money. You're going off to find a Gemini, help me, but they're trying to play along with you, but they already know what's going on, and that could be why you want to call the police. And the Taurus and the air and whoever Aries elements, they may have information on that. They may have information on that as well, or something, or hooking up the Taurus and protect you. Hooking up the Taurus is to protect you, but they may be betraying the Aquarian energy. They could be by taking whatever it is the Aquarian instilled in the Taurus, they're betraying them. Whatever is the Aquarian instilled in the Taurus, the Taurus is betraying them. But you asked them to do that. You asked them to do it only because somebody took your money, only because somebody betted away your money. But the reason for that betrayal is because the Aquarian energy is finding out what you're doing behind the scenes with hooking up people to figure out, get information and background information on them, or figure out something about their health status. Why don't you just ask somebody about that instead of hooking up someone to watch them to their doctor's visits and things of that nature? But why are you doing that rather than just asking somebody what's wrong? So something may be really private of Aquarian. Someone may just be really private about the Aquarian energy. But the reason into why they're acting out in the way the reason into why something is happening interesting with them, because of something that you did, is because of something that you're trying to do to them. Interesting. What's changing is the Devil, sign of Capricorn energy, but she knows a lot. So the Capricorn energy may know a lot if it's a female, male, whatever. The Capricorn energy knows a lot. What's happening in business deal with these air signs, or people knowing secretive things, and whatever it is with the Capricorn energy being in a changing position. But should I talk to? So you think that you should just talk to the Capricorn energy. They may know how to help you. But guru. So when I said know how to help you, you deem them to be a guru. You deem the Capricorn energy to be a guru of the sorts. That could be something that a Taurus observes about them, but they like them. So the Taurus observes that about the Capricorn, but that's why they like the Capricorn energy. The page of swords next to the Taurus and the Capricorn energy, you could be hooking up the Taurus to do research on the Capricorn, but nothing's wrong. So when I said that nothing is wrong, you think something is wrong with someone. You may think something is wrong with someone, but nothing is wrong with them. You think something is wrong with somebody, but nothing is wrong with them for some reason. That could be why the page of swords is right next to the Taurus, or you have this kind of thought about a Taurus. You may have that kind of thought about a Taurus or a Capricorn energy, but or you hooked up the Taurus to do that, but nothing is wrong with. However you want to look. However you want to look at something being somebody having something wrong with them. That could be why the Ten of Swords is in the mentality also. But nothing is wrong with this person. Why do you think something is wrong with this person? Like the spirit emphasizing that you think something is wrong with this person is because it's because you think something is wrong, because it could have something to do with something that they said, or something that they know, or whatever. But however you want to look at what's wrong with them, like what's wrong with them in a snarky way, what's wrong with them, like what's wrong with, or literally like doing research to figure out maybe something could be going on with their health, or something may be going on with I think so. So but I said something going on with their health. You think so? So that could the looking and trying to figure out their files and hooking up people to go to their doctor's office. Aquarian, you could have hooked up the Aquarian energy to go track down their information at their doctor's office and things of that nature. You could have hooked up the Aquarian energy to do that, and that could be why the Gemini energy and the Taurus are annoyed. And that could be taking that information to the police. That could be why somebody here feels the need to take whatever it is that you did or whatever you're trying to do to the police. Something that you're doing, you're not supposed to be doing there. With a Ten of Swords in the mentality, but why are you doing that? So Ten of Swords is why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? You think something's wrong with someone. You think something is wrong with someone, but they're not outwardly telling you that something. Okay, they're not outwardly sharing with you that something is going on with them, but you're nosy or something. So you're hooking up Aquarian. You're hooking up an Aquarian energy to find out their blood results, to figure out something that is going on with them, but not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. Or the Taurus is finding out you're doing that to the Aquarian, or you hooked up the Aquarian to do that to a Capricorn. But she's annoyed. So the Capricorn energy is annoyed. They're annoyed. Okay? They're just annoyed. They're annoyed by what they realize that you did, or what you're trying to do, or they're annoyed because of what something is annoyed. Like they're not annoying. They're not annoying. They're annoyed. Like they're annoyed by people, or they're just annoyed by situations. Conducting something. The fact that you're conducting something behind them and not telling them is annoying them. And they're aware that you're doing that on the Aquarian, or they're aware that you hooked up the Aquarian to do that on them. And it's annoying the Taurus and Gemini energy, hence the reason for taking information to police. Hence the reason why they're taking information or something that you did to the police. Or you do that to an Aquarian and Gemini trying to protect the Aquarian, or you're trying to do that to a Capricorn and the Taurus and the Gemini protect the Capricorn. It just depends on what's going on. Or you think something is going on with someone, but nothing is wrong with somebody. You think something is wrong with somebody for some reason. It's interesting. The resolution has the sign of Libra going, Justice card going towards the Seven of Pentacles. The Justice energy in the resolution going towards the Seven of Pentacles. That's why I said Libra. So this energy is a Libra going towards the Seven of Pentacles energy, but I'm going to get my money back. So you're going to get your money back from a Libra. You may be getting your money back from Libra, but thought you weren't going to. So you may have been thinking that you weren't going to get your money back from a Libra. And the Capricorn being in the changing, they gave you that insight. The Capricorn being in a changing position is that they gave you the insight that you were, but you didn't believe them. But at the same time, you think something's wrong with them, whatever. But they're right. You think something is wrong with them, but they're right about something that you have going on here or something that you're doing, private investigations, and hooking up the Aquarian energies, and doing things to the Aquarian, and background checks, and doctors things, and whatever it is, something there you're not supposed to be doing, or something that somebody did to you. This energy has information on something that somebody did to you. The Capricorn energy has information on that, and the Taurus, or the Taurus knows that because of this person, and the Gemini. The Justice energy, if it's not only Libra, just house. The Justice energy, if it's not only Libra, then it's just what's going on inside of your house, your workplace, your office, your business deal. It's just justice to it, because people are finding out things. You're that person that you're finding out something that's interesting with coworkers, with coworkers, with business partners, and something interesting going on with business partners' health. But you want to understand, someone is also neurological with some element here. So if they're Aquarian or whatever, you want to understand something, because through somebody's blood. But the way you're trying to get somebody's blood results is unscrupulous. You're trying to get somebody's blood results without them knowing, without asking them, and it's something that's weird with you trying to do that. And Spirit is like, why don't you just ask somebody what their results were, instead of hooking up someone to go get their file, and paying someone to go get their file, But you're not. But it's something that's extreme, because you're not, Ten of Swords. You're not supposed to be doing that, but you're paying someone. So the fact that you're paying someone, but stop doing that. The fact that you're paying someone to do that, you should stop doing that. You should stop doing that. Okay. You should stop doing that with the Aquarian. You should stop doing that on the Aquarian. The Taurus is annoyed, Gemini annoyed, Capricorn annoyed, because it could be happening to them, or you're doing that to them. Or something's going on where you did something to the Aquarian, but the only reason why you did something to them is because they took your money. But you're hooking up people to figure out what they did with the money. But the people that you're hooking up have parts of that money, and that's why you feel betrayed. You're like, somebody's like, what's the point into you paying these elements, or paying somebody over here if it's a Libra? But they just took the money. The Libra just took the money, but they already know that it's pointless into the fact that you are giving them money. So whatever. However you want to look at that. So, somebody may just have remorse. Someone may have a remorse for something that you're doing. They may have remorse on someone that you're doing something really interesting to. Somebody may have a remorse about that, and whatever it is that you're doing, somebody's information, somebody's doctor's results, and things of that nature. Whatever, like somebody knows that you're trying to get that, and you're not supposed to have it, but they're pretending to help you. When I said Taurus, the Taurus is pretending to help you, but they're not. But they're really taking that information on what you're doing to the police, and they're telling the police, or you're telling the police what's going on, and the Aquarian energy may be disappearing from that. But stop hooking them up also. So stop hooking them up also. Stop hooking up the Aquarian, because it's annoying this element if it's a Capricorn. Stop it. All right? The Spirit is like, stop it. Or somebody could be saying Gemini, and somebody could be saying stop it here. All right? However you want, guys, stop it. All right, let's see what the outcome is, Sagittarius. For Cancer is doing that. Ace of Pentacles. This could be happening to you in a new job with coworkers. I just want to know. So a new job and coworkers, you just want to know about a coworker that you need to be like family. Whatever. That doesn't have to be attached to that. You just want to know about a coworker, somebody you met in your job, a new job that you have. You just want to understand something about a Capricorn. You want to understand something about a Taurus. You want to understand something about Gemini and Aquarian energies. But you just wanting to understand them is unscrupulous. Something is unscrupulous into the way you're trying to understand them. Something is unscrupulous about it, or something's really shady about what you're doing on them. Or why don't you just ask somebody about themselves? Like you're trying to find out information about somebody, or you want to understand something about someone's behavior. So either it's physical behavior, like a tick or something. I'm just giving examples. A business partner, this simple example, a business partner that you have may have a tick, but or they do something, they twitch or something, or they, whatever. But you, but it's just an example. Like somebody may have that going on, but you don't want to embarrass them, so you want to know why they have that. But you're hooking up people to look into their background checks and things of that nature. You're hooking up people to go into their files and things of that nature to get that information. Like you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that in a new job. But you just ask someone. You don't want to be rude, so you don't want to outwardly ask somebody what's going on. You don't want to outwardly ask that. So you're hooking up people to get that information for you, but you may get caught with that, That's why the Justice energy is going towards the Seven of Pentacles, Magician card, Ten of Swords energy. You may be the Magician card, Ten of Swords, that you're trying to clear, you mystically or not, you're trying to clear up. You're trying to clear up some type of betrayal that you're doing on someone or somebody's. You're trying to clear that up mystically or not. or something's going on, but somebody else may be clearing this up for you. It just depends on what's going on, But it has something to do with someone that you do business with for a while, or a business partner that you have, or a job, coworkers that you have, but they act interesting. So when I say coworkers that you have, they act interesting. But you don't want to outwardly ask someone, do you have bipolar? You don't want to openly ask someone, do they have, what else is another element? Do they have anxiety? You don't want to outwardly ask somebody that. So you're trying to figure out ways to get access to their doctor's files, but you're paying someone to do that in their doctor's office, but you're not supposed to do that, or whatever. It's interesting. Someone could be doing that to you also. I don't feel like someone is doing that to you. I feel like you're doing that on your own, or you're trying to find people. You just want to understand a coworker or business partners. You just want to understand how they move. But someone may be neurological or health related into the way they move through life, or something just interesting about somebody's behavior, period. And you just want to understand. But you're not asking them forwardly, going behind the scenes or on the ground to do it, but you're not supposed to. Or someone could be doing this to you and concealing children from Capricorn. Concealing children from Capricorn. Concealing a child from a Capricorn energy. And that could be what you're doing there also, Or you're aware Gemini is annoyed by that Aquarian because they may have been asked to conceal that information for you. Give that information to them. But someone isn't working with that either. A child or research or paperwork or files, That's what Justice energy is in the future. All right, Sagittarius, let me know how it resonates. Be well. Take care. Bye.